He's ready.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 15, 2016, 3:30 p.m. It's time for the Council on Aging meeting. The first order of business is the I Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Jim, would you like to take attendance?
Okay. Alice?
Present.
B.
Present.
Emma, she's not here. Josephine is not here. Pellegrino, hi. Walter?
Yep.
And Katerina.
Here.
Okay. Would you like to read the minutes, please?
Chair Alice Langlois opened the meeting at 3:30 p.m. on February 16, 2016. The first order of business was the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Dorio took attendance. Present were Alice Langlois, Beatrice Bouvier, Emma Cody, Pellegrino Dorio, Walter Spirikowski, Kathy DeRocha, Josephine Boterio was absent. Mrs. Bouvier read the minutes out loud. Mrs. Cody made a motion to accept the minutes. Mr. Dorio seconded. Anonymous 6-0 vote. ATM warrant articles. After discussion, Miss Langlois asked for a vote to have our town administrator, Greg Balakonis, submit an article at the town meeting to endorse requesting the sum of $5,470 for the purpose of door openers and closures and the necessary buttons to operate the system. Mr. Dorio made a motion to accept the way it was read. Mrs. Cody second. Anonymous 6-0 vote. Ms. Langlois asked for a motion to have the town administrator, Greg Balakonis, submit an article for the town meeting in May to vote to waive the dog permit fee for residents over the age of 70. Mrs. Cody made a motion. Mrs. Bouvier seconded. Discussion then took place. Mr. Spirikowski noted that the fee is $20 and failure to get one is a fine of at least $50 charge. So this can be expensive. This can be an expensive proposition, and he would like to see something done for the seniors of its town. He estimated that this would cost the town $4,000 to $5,000 at most. Mr. Dorio stated that the cost is more like $2,500. Anonymous 6-0 vote. Correspondence. Ms. Langlois read the email from Yvonne Torres regarding conflict of interest training by the State Ethics Commission to be held at Salvage Council's chamber on Thursday, April 14, 2016 for committee and board chairpersons. Mrs. Langlois informed everyone that Council of Aging has received a grant of $17,829 from the State Department of Elderly Affairs. Mrs. Langlois also informed the public that the financial report will no longer be read at the meetings. If anyone has a question on the finances, they may call Town Accountant Deborah Thibodeau at 508-949-8016. Mrs. Cody made a motion not to have the report read anymore. Mr. Spirikowski seconded. Anonymous 6-0 vote. February 2016. Mr. Spirikowski read the coordinator's report. Mrs. Cody made a motion to accept. Mrs. Spirikowski seconded. There will be a happy birthday cake on February 2nd, right after lunch, around noon, sponsored by the Brookside Rehabilitation, and it's free. On January 26th, there is Jimmy D's Little Italian Lunch for $4. And during Lent, there is a meatless sauce and ravioli. On February 29th, there will be a Tri-Valley baked potato bar with all the toppings. For information on all events, call Margaret at the office at 508-949-8010, extension 3. Mr. Dorio would like anyone requesting a meatless dinner to call him at 508-461-9424. So he will know how much to buy. Mr. Spirikowski mentioned that the responsibility of the COA is to advocate for the seniors. He is asking each member to come up with at least one thing for the benefit of seniors to better their life. Discussion took place on funding. Next meeting and adjournment. The next meeting of the Council of Aging will be on Tuesday, March 15, 2016 at 3:30 p.m. in the Dudley Municipal Complex Veteran Memorial Hall, Room 321A. Mrs. Bouvier made a motion to adjourn. Mrs. DeRosier seconded. Vote 6-0. Meeting adjourned at 4:08 p.m.
Will someone make a motion to accept the minutes as read?
Make a motion to accept it the way it was read.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ATM warrant article, Greg drafted an article for the dog fee waiver for residents over 70 years of age for the Springtown meeting in May. I don't know if you want me to read the article. It says, there shall be no license fee for the first dog owned by persons aged 70 and older as of January 1st. Each additional dog should be licensed and pay the fee in accordance with this section or take any other action relative thereto. So I haven't heard anything about what's happening with that.
I don't know. I was going to ask about it at this meeting because I didn't know what the status of it and what it required. I hadn't heard anything going forward, but I don't agree with the wording of it because he's saying only the first dog is subject to a waiver of the fee, and I think it should be any dogs, or at least 2 dogs. I mean, some people may have more than 2, but you know,
Walter
Small
will
difference.
help anyway. If we could get the list there, it would be a help to them. At least if we could get that.
I know what you're saying, Jim, except it'll drag on for another 3 or 4 years, and you know, I think they're entitled to something, and considering that the town does not support seniors to any level or any reasonable level, I don't think it's too much to ask.
Yes, me.
Yes?
I know for a fact that if anyone in the town of Dudley has 3 dogs, they have to go for what they call a kennel license. They cannot get individual license. They have to have a kennel license. And the only reason why I know this is because the lady that used to live on the side of me, she had 3 dogs, and she had to get a kennel license.
What does that involve, a kennel license?
I have no idea, but because you
Is
have
it one
3
fee,
dogs,
or is it,
I never went into it with her. All she told me is she had to get a kennel license because she had 3 dogs.
3 dogs, yeah. Why somebody wants to have 3 or 4 dogs in our house?
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, well,
can we move
I
on?
think we could bring it up to
You know, if
Greg
it's something
again.
that's going to be voted upon by the town, okay, I didn't know, in fact, there's an Article 27 control bylaw, okay, so it is an amendment to the dog control bylaw, but I'd like to see at least 2 dogs. So amend it instead of saying just the first, okay? I don't think it's...
Can we go before the finance board and see, because the finance board, that's the ones that, you know, when the police wants a car or the wants another police, they're the ones that did the money, you know.
But the way this is written, it's as if it's a proposal by the administrator to do this, and I disagree with the proposal, so I'd just like to let him know that, you know, would like to have it for the first 2 dogs.
Okay.
Whether it goes further to the finance committee, that's another thing, okay?
All right.
And if it's questionable, then I'll go before the finance committee.
We want to vote on?
Pardon?
We want to vote on to this thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
if that's what the
Okay.
chairman
All
chooses.
those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just to let him know that, you know, we're suggesting 2 dogs,
Okay.
Okay, all right.
because as she mentioned, 3 dogs would require a special license, which is probably more
Yeah.
anyway, and I don't think that many people have more than 2 dogs. Cats may be another story.
Yeah.
Cats are not, you're not allowed to have
But the
more
cat
than
to
2
take care of
cats in the
themselves.
town.
Is that so?
Not the dog.
Interesting.
Okay, all right. Correspondence, also Grit sent a letter to Nichols College asking for a donation for the funds. And do you have a copy of that letter?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a copy of the response from Nichols? No? I'll read the response from Nichols. Dear Mr. Beluconis, thank you for your detailed request for financial assistance with the installation of automatic door openers at the Dudley Municipal and Senior Center. Upon review of your letter dated February 3rd, Nichols College is pleased to inform you that we will provide funding in the amount of $4,436 for the installation of 2 automatic door openers and related hardware to allow improved building access for elderly and handicapped individuals. I ask that you contact my assistant, Lynn Luby, to arrange the details of finalizing this donation request. I would welcome the opportunity to have a formal presentation, possibly where the installation will occur, to take a few photos and prepare a press release for local papers. Nichols has always taken great pride in supporting the community whenever possible, and it is a pleasure to be able to assist the town of Dudley with the completion of this project. Sincerely, Susan West Engelkeimmeyer, PhD.
Looks like I arrived at the right time.
We want to thank you, and we want to...
Yes.
Yeah, I told you from the last meeting I would follow up on it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
very nice,
Very
very
nice.
good. Good
That's
man.
one good thing done. right?
One important thing done, and I
Right.
promised you it from the meeting that we had down in the
Yes.
end of the hallway that we would follow up on that.
Right,
Good. That's
right.
very good.
Very
Yes,
nice.
like I say, let's
And that's,
thank it to Greg and the college.
yes,
You know.
college did come through, and it's much appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're up to the coordinators report. Do you have that, Kathy? Do you want to read the coordinators report?
Is this the one?
No. No.
Jimmy D's returned February 26th. We had a great turnout. Next one is March 25th, which is Good Friday. We will have a meatless option for those observing Lent. Tickets are available in the COA office or through Jim or Alice. Jim is taking off for a repeat visit to Italy in April, so no Jimmy D's in April, but he will return for a May Jimmy D's. Stay tuned. Super Tuesday allowed the seniors to experience our potato bar up in the employee break room for a shoulder-to-shoulder cozy meal. Thanks, Tri-Valley. We thoroughly enjoyed the baked potatoes with all of the fixings. 27 people attended. Save the dates. April 12th, trip to Salem Cross Inn. Leaves Dudley Senior Center at 10 a.m. and returns at 3 p.m. Meal is $20 plus $5 for round-trip bus via Elder Bus. See Margaret in the COA office as there are only a few seats left. Sure to be a fun time. We received 2 Cultural Council grants. One is called Little White House Cabaret Theater of Song and Story, April 15th, featuring Mary Jo Mychak. The second cultural grant is for Songs of the Civil War by Roger Tinknell, which will take place here on May 9th. We thank the Dudley Cultural Council for supporting these programs for the seniors. MCOA gave us a grant to host a half-day event called Live Your Life Well. You can handle life's hurdles. We can show you how. The date is May 5th, Thursday, 1 to 4. We will have 5 professional leaders to conduct a mini seminar on living our best life. They will be sharing ideas on how to manage stress and anxiety. With simple changes, we can all flourish and enjoy living a more positive and fun-fulfilled life. Please join us for this free event. RSVP to Margaret in the COA office by April 29th. A delicious lunch will be served at the midpoint of the group seminar. I hope you will attend this free, fun, and informative mini seminar. Grief support. Anyone seeking a grief counseling group should call the Senior Center. Please leave your name and contact number, and we will get back to you. We are currently meeting 2 times a month at the Dudley Municipal Building. If you are suffering a loss of any kind and want to talk to someone, please give us a call. Perhaps we can help. This program is free and supported by a grant from the MCOA, Mass Council on Aging. Don't forget Panera Bread donations here on Friday mornings at 10:15. New programs starting on Fridays throughout April at 9 to 10 a.m. in the Senior Center's dining room. Aging Backwards, Classical Stretch with Joanne Laliberti, HHP. This program is designed to help you regain and maintain better posture, allowing for better balance and range of motion with less pain.
Thank you, Kathy. Would someone make a motion to accept the coordinator's
I
report?
make a motion that
As read.
accept the
I
way it was
second
read.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the next thing on the agenda, well, Jimmy's Italian Lunch, we already spoke about that, will be on March 25th.
Yeah, well, I'd like to remind the people that it's going to be the same thing that was last month. It's going to be ravioli, cheese with those people that they don't want to eat meat. So, but also it's going to be pasta and meatball too. So you have your choice. So I hope you see you there. Let's have some good time, okay? Thank you.
Okay, on our other business, Margaret had some extra information here regarding what's going on at the center. Walter, would you want to take
Sure,
this
you've
report?
Xed
and
out some of the stuff?
just
Sure,
read.
fine. This is a report by the Senior Center Coordinator. First item on the agenda is March 21st at noon at the Beaumont Adult Day from Webster. Here to give us some insight about their facility and program. Please come and join us if you've wondered what is Adult Day Health. On March 25th, Jimmy D's Italian Lunch. Tickets are still available for $4 and available through the Council on Aging office through Margaret or Alice. Jim had just alluded to what the menu was, and I think the rest of that is covered. On March 27th, we're observing the Easter holiday. On the 28th, there is a happy birthday cake delightfully decorated right after lunch around noon, free, sponsored by the Brookside Rehab. Thanks, ladies. Monday and Friday, Tri-Valley Lunch Clubs are served at 11:30. A $3 donation per meal is suggested. Please call Senior Center to reserve your meal at 508-949-8010, extension 3. Let's see here. On April 23rd, a Saturday, is a trip to Boston with Foxy Travel. This is a luxury coach bus ride to Faneuil Hall, Quincy Market, a Boston duck boat tour, a skywalk tour of the Prudential Observatory. Cost is $79 round trip. With admissions to the above-mentioned activities, your meal is extra and can be purchased anywhere in the vicinity with many delicious restaurant possibilities, from fast to fancy. Please reserve and pay with Margaret in the COA office by March 23rd. If I have 10 reservations, Foxy will pick us up at the Dudley Senior Center parking lot. The bus check-in is at 8:15 and return by 5:30 p.m. There's a regular schedule for chair yoga, hula hoop, free fun exercises. If you're interested in any of these exercise classes, you can call Margaret at the Council on Aging Center. On Tuesdays, there's card pitch starting at 1 p.m. and also the Dudley Senior Woman Needleworkers Group. Newcomers are welcome. On Wednesday, there's Scrabble and the Dudley Senior Women's Needleworkers Group. Thursday, there's a chance to play cribbage at 1 p.m. And again, the women at the Needleworkers Group are meeting once again. On Thursday, there is cribbage. New players are always welcome. On Friday, Panera Bread donation is here at 10:15. Chair yoga from 10:30 to 11:30, which is $2. Bingo is played after lunch. This is a slower paced bingo, a friendly group. Come join us. Please note no bingo on days we have Jimmy D's lunch. Seniors, do you know you are welcome to attend any of our programs or events no matter where you live. Don't be shy. Come join us. If you see anything you like on our schedule, that's an official invitation.
Okay, thank you, Walter. One other thing, Worcester County Sheriff's Office will have a presentation at the Dudley Senior Center on the heroin epidemic and pain medication and the local impact and how to protect your pills. That will be on Monday, April 11th at 12:30 p.m. You can contact Margaret for any other information. Okay, Greg, is there anything you would
No,
like to mention?
no question about the town meeting warrant article about dog licensing?
Yes, Walter was just,
Yes, Walter?
I noticed where you noted where it was for the first dog.
Yes.
I don't think there's much of a difference if they were the first 2 dogs.
Well, the thought was is we would try to find something that would preserve the monies that are coming into the town, but if you feel it should be for the first 2 dogs, then
I
so
don't
be
think
it.
the amount of money would be.
You guys don't have a lot of dogs hidden away?
I don't have any.
You don't?
Don't have any.
Me either.
I gotta do.
It's just that,
I
some
wish I
people,
could, though, but,
They won't allow it in Joshua Place. No dog, no cat.
No
Birds.
dogs.
up to 2
There's the
people.
birds that gotta pay.
I think most people probably have
I can,
one.
I can go ahead and change it.
yeah.
I'll go ahead and change it.
I think it's a small item. And if
No, no problem. I'd be happy to make a change.
I don't know if there's any way to estimate the financial impact.
I will estimate the impact. That's one thing that I have to do
It's
for
too
town
great,
meeting.
then we can reconsider.
No.
Okay.
Did we vote on that?
Yes.
Oh, yes, we should,
All
yeah.
those in favor of our article, is it 8? To change the dog license for seniors from 1 dog to 2
The
dogs.
2 dogs, yeah.
And if you have more than 2, you have to pay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. I make a motion.
That's
to-
fine.
Splitting,
I make a motion to accept what Greg said and,
okay.
with what
Second.
Greg can do.
I must
sure.
tell you that I'm very impressed with what Nichols did for us. That was very nice.
Followed it up
Yeah,
right
we-
after the meeting.
We are happy about that.
Let me just add to that. I mean, I think it was initially that this committee came up with the idea.
Yeah.
And I thank the committee for
We're gonna have a little
Can we
get
send
together.
something out to
creating
them?
A little
interest
dinner
in it.
maybe, you know?
Yes,
Send something out to them?
I think you should. And I know the selectmen will let you know when there's going to be picture taking. We'd like to have you.
Right,
Right.
right,
in that.
right.
Yeah, that would be good for us to be.
But our goal is to have everything for the town elections.
Now,
Shall I
while
make-
we're in there, okay, there was this $500 item that's sitting in the senior center
Don't worry
account.
about
Go with the
that
big
now.
Okay.
buddy.
I think the premise that it's a Council on Aging account was misdirected, if you will. It was a couple of people in the senior center that decided to have a bake sale. I don't think it was sponsored per se by the Council on Aging. And as a result, the money was put in there, and now there's difficulty in moving the money. It's not a significant sum. It was for the elevator. It was probably not a good idea to start off with because the cost of fixing the elevator was like $10,000.
That's right.
So $500 is going to go absolutely nowhere unless we do something with it. I'm proposing that it be transferred to the town. I think the question was whether they can use that in like measure, and I felt the doors are something of like nature. So if it's at all possible, we'd like to remove it from the Council on Aging account and place it in the account for the doors, which would cover half of what we need there to make.
And that's exactly what we want to do is.
Yes.
The odd number in the request from Nichols recognizes the fact that there's an offset for whatever the amount was in that account.
We did agree before, you
Yep.
you weren't here, you know, but we did agree to
Good
that.
idea.
He could have
Yeah.
used that five
Been
something.
trying to do that
But now
for
what I want to
about a
do
year
is,
and a half.
you
Anyway,
think
yeah.
we should have a little snack or a little something when they do the picture stuff? I could do
Do.
something.
I do.
All right. Then you
And-
told me what you wanted to do, and I would do it.
Sounds good?
After I take the picture. No, I'll do that.
As long as he's in the picture.
No,
he's
I
gonna
will
be in
make
the
something.
picture.
Whatever you ask, I will make some.
Okay.
Do we have
My
an
expense.
address that we can,
Yeah, I have her
Yeah,
address.
it should be on that, letterhead, but I think it would be nice for the council to send something, the selectmen
Sure.
will send something formal.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that you've been working on it so long, you can express appreciation from the heart.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good, Greg.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for all the hard work. I know it's not easy for you because you got other stuff.
Well, I sure as heck was, I
Let
sure
him
as heck
report.
wasn't gonna come into this meeting without some type of guarantee that the money was coming.
So, Greg, you told me what you want to do, something nice, and that would do it. Yeah.
All right, the next meeting of the Council on Aging will be on Tuesday, April 19, 2016, at 3:30 p.m. in the Dudley Municipal Complex Veterans Memorial Hall, room 321A. Meeting adjourned at 3:55.
I make a motion to adjourn,
Second.
Second.